Greetings, Benjamin J. from Ben's Trains with another in the series. Well, another arrival from eBay. I planned the Exile out so I would get the battery on Thursday and this new delivery on Friday, but it showed up on Thursday. So in any case, this is a Marx 999. I found it on eBay for $13. I originally made the guy an offer on it and he declined it, but after I contacted him and talked to him, he told me that he found it at a yard sale. Well, it's not packed very well. And it had been in storage for 35 years. Now, this thing is in fairly rough condition. The neat thing about it is it has spoked wheels, which are pre-war, but it has a post-war contactor. So it is a transition model. If I can get it open. Looks like he just stuck it in the end. Alright. And there we have a Marx 999 that is in just absolutely dreadful condition. No doubt about that. Motor is out of place. It is complete. It has spoked wheels, which is what I actually bought it for. Missing the front truck. Has the rear truck, and it is essentially complete. It turns easy enough. Now, let me pull the camera off the tripod. The contactor is worn completely through. You can see this thing is just absolutely disgustingly filthy. And this thing is just really terrible condition. Spring appears to be gone for the contactor. As you can see, the contactor is worn completely through. So it's got hundreds of hours of runtime. No doubt about that. So somebody ran it. And you can see this thing is just absolutely disgustingly filthy. And the motor is out of position. So I really doubt this is going to do anything at all. But just for the sake of it, let's put it on the rail and see what happens. You see, this is just dreadful condition. Now, I bought this strictly to get those wheels. Whether it's going to run, I really doubt this. So it's on the rail, Marx 999 from eBay. Been in storage for 35 years, according to the guy that I bought it from. And 13 bucks, like I said, I bought it for these spoked wheels. Now, you can't buy these wheels for 13 bucks, so that's why I bought the locomotive. Anyway, it's on the rail, power is on. Let's see what happens. Well, it's buzzing. Look at that. It's trying to run. Look at this. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. It says a lot for the Marx motor. There's no doubt about that. All right, it's definitely stuck in reverse. There we go. Look at this. Even with the motor completely out of line, it's running. That is absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. This thing is just junk. And it is running. That is just absolutely amazing. Anyway, there goes my use of the wheels. I really had my doubts on this one, that it was going to run at all. It is worn, the contactor is worn completely through. But as you see, it has spoked wheels, but it has a post-war contactor. So like I said, it's a transition piece. So this must be about 1946, something like that. Anyway, I'll pull the motor out of it. Take a look at it. The headlight is completely missing, and the thing is just absolutely dreadful condition. Yeah, let me put the camera back on the tripod, and I'll go ahead and pull that motor out of there. There's only one screw holding it, and that's why the motor is so far out of place. Anyway, let's see here. Get this screw out. The fact that it runs is just I really did not expect that. I really did not. All right, look at this thing. You see, it's been in storage forever. It is just absolutely filthy. All right, now that it's out of there, let's see. I haven't even oiled this thing yet. E-unit is definitely sticking, but it's surprising that it runs at all. Usually, if you get these things to run, a couple times around, that armature will scrape all the oxide off, and it'll start running. But I really was not expecting it to run this well. Yep, it's definitely sticking. But it's just amazing that it's running at all. There isn't even a spring in the contactor. The contactor is worn completely through, as you see. And it is just absolutely disgustingly filthy. All right, so obviously, like I said, I bought it for the wheels, but I'm definitely not going to pull apart a running motor. So I put a light bulb in this, a few drops of oil, a shot of WD-40 into the E-unit, get some of the crud and the grime off of it. It's going to be a really decent running motor. Anyway, 13 bucks on eBay. Been in storage for 35 years. Absolutely amazing. Let's try the WD-40. I figured it'd be a good time to document how to do this if you have to lubricate an E-unit. So, fighting with the tripod. Hold on a minute. All right. Okay, focus the camera. All right, so I've got a can of WD-40. It is almost empty, in fact. So, on the motor, just below the E-unit, there's a hole on either side. So you take the nozzle, stick it down into that hole, and spray some WD-40 up into the E-unit. Just like that. Nothing else. Just like that. And let's see. Oh, shit. Sorry. All right. Whoa. Let's see what happens. Wow, that motor is really, really dry. All right, sorry about the glitch there. All right. All right, there's a pad, as you see. Just saturate that pad with oil. This thing has not been oiled in decades. There's no doubt about that. All right, so you saturate the pad with oil, turn it over, and you put one big drop of oil right on the output gear. Let that soak down into that bearing, as you see, just like that. All right, we should see a tremendous difference. Let's see what happens now. It's still really dry, you can hear it. But as you see, that repaired the E-unit. That needs some more oil on that bearing. Let that soak for a second. So, in any case, $13 on eBay. Like I said, I bought it for the wheels. Wow, it's still really, really dry. That's probably all the dirt on the wheel bearings. So, was it worth 13 bucks? Like I said, I bought it just to get the wheels off of it. I had absolutely no idea that this old motor would run. That is actually quite incredible. Wow, look at the junk in here. That is amazing. All right, let's put a big glob of oil on those wheel bearings. Wow. All right, so obviously I'm going to have to really clean this thing up. But anyway, I just wanted to do a video. It is just absolutely amazing. As you see, this locomotive is just in absolutely dreadful condition. A Marx 999, pre-war wheels with a post-war contactor that's worn all the way through. So it's had hundreds of hours of runtime, and yet it is up and running. That is just absolutely incredible. Like I said, it says a lot about the Marx motor. And it's just absolutely incredible that this thing can run in the condition it is in. Absolutely incredible. Anyway, just wanted to do a video to document this. As I said, saw it on eBay. I originally made the guy an offer. He turned it down. I offered him $10 for it, and he said no. I figured, okay, I'll spend the extra $3, because you cannot buy these wheels for $13, especially with the push rods on them. And as you see, the push rods are not rusted. That's the interesting thing about this. And this is all dirt. You know, it's scuffed and dinged, so it's been beating around someplace, very likely in a garage or an attic. It hasn't been any place wet because there's no appreciable amount of rust on it, as you can see. But it's just absolutely covered in dirt. So it could have been in a shed, but if it was in a shed, you would think it would be just eaten alive with rust. And it is not. I mean, yes, there's some rust on it, but not much. Everything is completely free. So the thing is, it is just absolutely covered in grime, genuine dirt. So anyway, we'll hose this thing off. I'll spray it with WD-40 to get everything broken apart, or broken up and lubed. And you can see how much dirt and grime there is on that rear axle. I mean, that's just, it's incredible. Just the fact that it's running is incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I'll do a follow-up on this once I get it cleaned up and lubed. But I wanted to do an unboxing. I really did not expect this thing to run. Anyway, $13 on eBay. Like I said, I made the guy an offer and he said no. So I figured I'll spend the $3 and get the wheels. I really did not think this locomotive was going to run. This is just absolutely dreadful condition. And yet here it is, up and running, and with a bit of lubrication and cleanup, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this motor. That's absolutely incredible. Anyway, just want to do a quick video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.